Hey everybody, I am David, and today I'm going to be talking about Arrow Season 6, Episode 20, Shifting Allegiances. And let's get right into this. One of the storylines that I was not very impressed with in this episode was this Laurel storyline that's starting to drag a little bit. I'm going to be honest here. At first, I was very happy that they were redeeming Laurel. But now it's starting to kind of get a little boring to me. I was kind of hoping, maybe it's because it's like a 23 episode season, and maybe now that we're getting in the heat of it all, I feel like she should have converted a long time ago, and I know what the writers are doing. They're dragging it out until the very end. At the very end, she'll finally make her decision. I'll be surprised if she does it next week. But I have a feeling they're leaving it for the last episode. Same thing with Anatoly now too. Anatoly is also shifting his allegiances. We're seeing all these allegiance shifts going on in this episode. Hence the title. I did like the Anatoly shifting of his allegiance because in the beginning of this episode, Oliver's in Russia and he makes a deal with the Bratva to allow he pays his debts to allow Anatoly to return to the Bratva. And at first, you're thinking, okay, it looks like Anatoly is not going to be a man of his word. But then you realize, as the episode continues, he tried to test Diaz to see how honorable Diaz really is. Is Oliver bullshitting him, trying to get him messed up in the head? But he realizes, okay, maybe Oliver's right. Maybe this guy I shouldn't be trusting as much as I am. And that aspect of the episode, everything with Oliver, Diaz, and Anatoly, I was really liking. I really liked how bloody that fight was at the end. That was when the episode got really good. Unfortunately, only at the very end. Throughout most of the episode, though, with the B team Arrow, I'm not as hard as those guys that other people are. I know a lot of people don't like the new Team Arrow, Wild Dog, Curtis, and Dinah. I think they're good characters, but I will admit in this episode they were kind of annoying when it feels like they think they're all that. And I didn't like when Diggle stopped by. They're like, Diggle's the one apologizing to them, when it was kind of like both teams' fault. Both teams, I felt, were at fault. But fine, okay. Fine. They're all's forgiven, I guess. And I think with Diggle there helping them out in this episode, I think that was kind of setting things up for Season 7. Like, okay, we're setting these puzzles in place to allow Oliver to eventually bring these guys back. I don't know. I could be totally wrong, and maybe that's not how it will end up. Maybe Oliver, who knows, is not going to return next season. That would be stupid. If Oliver leaves the show, I am done with the show. This show should be about Oliver Queen, Stephen Amell, because that's who the Green Arrow is. And the show should be giving more focus to its main lead. I think I'm starting to understand from this episode and last week's episode, which Oliver was only in one scene last week. I'm starting to see that the show favors other characters over their main star. And the show needs to put the focus back on Oliver, because those are the moments I really enjoy the most. When it's about our central character. You don't go watch The Flash to watch Caitlin Snow or Cisco. Yeah, they're great supporting characters, but you're not watching the show for them. You're watching it because we really love Barry Allen, The Flash, When we watch Supergirl, we're not watching it for Jimmy or whatever other Win. Again, they're like great supporting characters, but they're not the character we're watching the show for. We're watching it because it's Supergirl. Come on, give us some Supergirl action. And the same goes with Green Arrow. We want to see Oliver at the forefront. And when the show does focus on him, I think that is when the show is at his best. Obviously, at the very end of this episode, we get Oliver being arrested and splattered all over the news that he is, in fact, the Green Arrow. Everybody watches in terror. I think they should have got a few shots, some cameos from Central City, of them reacting as well. I think it would have been a nice way to... I think they could have filmed, like, a shot of Barry and Iris watching TV in horror, like, oh my god. Maybe they'll do that next Tuesday, who knows. But yeah, that did cross my mind. I think that's it. Yeah, the Quentin and Laurel, I kind of touched on that a little bit. Okay, Diaz trying to just see if the mayor would bow down to his will, so to see how much control he has. Yeah, that was fine. I don't like the flip-flopping with Laura Lance right now, because we know she's going to... It's just like, come on, guys, you're taking too long to execute this idea. Maybe it's the 23 episode stretch. I don't know. That's just the way I'm feeling right now. They have to wait till the time is right. But for the most part, I enjoyed this episode. I thought it was a fine episode. Not my favorite, but not the worst. And with that being said, comment below, guys. Tell me what you thought of tonight's episode of Arrow. Are you looking forward to the remaining 3 episodes? That's right, there's only 3 episodes left. And if this ending was any indication, hopefully it's going to live up to... it's going to live up to whatever it's building up to. I'll say this much. It's a better build up than Flash right now. So Flash, yeah. So comment below, like this video, subscribe to my channel, and until next time, take care.